again, guys. So it's been a while, and firstly, Merry Christmas to all of you. I really hope that you spend them with your families and in good health, because that's what really important about Christmas. Today we will talk about trailer of a game that many people said that we will never see. Of course, we are talking about Space Marine 2, and honestly I don't know why people believe that we will never see second part of it. Because the first one didn't do anything bad, everything was at least okay. It was something fresh because we've never got before third-person shooter in Warhammer universe, and people are still playing it today, so it's a good game. But we had to wait for the second part 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. So let's check it up. So, as you can see, we will most likely fight on a hive world, which means a lot of urban fighting and, hopefully, a lot of gothic style architecture. Tyranids, well, that's nothing new at this point because we fought them in Eternal Crusade and in a Space Hulk Deathwing, so it's not new, but it's the only logical choice if you want to have hack and slash game, but you don't want orcs.
Company command! This is first platoon! We've lost the square! We can't hold it!
Okay, I've got a little problem with this, but I'm a bit of Imperial Guard fan and I'm a bit tired of Imperial Guards working as a background, getting wrecked and somebody comes and saves them, because Imperial Guard does a lot of things and it's the only defense in most situations. If you think about it, almost in every game or trailer or animation, Imperial Guard gets wrecked so somebody can save them. For example, 9th edition trailer or Dawn of War Soulstorm or even Dawn of War 1, if you remember the first mission. That's why so many people loved Soda's animations, because his Imperial Guard wasn't a background, it was a support for Space Marines. They were competent fighters, and that's what they truly are. Every Hive fleet has its own color scheme, and as far as I remember, this is Hive fleet Leviathan. It is probably the most famous Hive fleet, and they fought against Ultramarines before. Well, this is really cool entry, and no surprise we will get to play as Ultramarines. But the most important information from this image is that we will play as Primaris Marines. I'm 100% sure of it because of the helmets, armor and bolters. As you can see, they look different, these are new models. This is great because Space Marines got a bit boring, for me at least, because they always get the same units, the same weapons, everything is pretty much the same. And hopefully now we will get tons of new weapons and hopefully vehicles. I would love to play Grav Tank, for example, or play in multiplayer as Inceptor or Suppressor or Aggressor. There are tons of new content we will hopefully get. this is Warhammer 40k we know and love. Brutal, dark and bloody. This scene shows exactly how strong Primaris Marines are. They are even better than Space Marines, and Space Marines were, well, the best warriors of the Imperium. Tyranid Warrior is very strong enemy, and if I remember correctly, it is made from Space Marine DNA or something like that. And here it was decapitated with one hand, and both of his hands were held by one hand of a Space Marine. This whole fight took seconds, and I had a feeling that at the beginning Space Marine were playing with Warrior. Anyway, point is, Space Marines Primaris are strong. Hello again, old friends. Honestly, it's not a big surprise, at least for me, and I would be disappointed if it wasn't Titus. I wanted his story to continue, I wanted to know what happened, and hopefully we will learn what happened between the two parts of the game. And as you can see by the service stats, these dots on his forehead, it has been a while not only in reality but also in Warhammer universe. If I remember correctly, he had 2 dots in the last game. I don't remember if these were made from silver or gold, but now he has 400 years of service, and it's been at least 200 years between the games if I count correctly. He also got some new scars and looks tired and, well, broken a bit, at least for me. It is of course understandable because he had to deal with Inquisition and was betrayed by his own brother. I don't like the fact that he left guardsmen without even looking at them. If you remember the first game, he cared a lot about guardsmen. He was trying to save as many of them as he could, and he was talking to them, talking how they survived on their own. If you remember the first time you made contact with guardsmen, rise guardsmen, you saved yourself. Ultramarines are not salamanders, but they care a lot about normal humans, civilians, guardsmen. That's why Ultramar is a better place for humans in general. So we will get to play with Jetpack, and I hope it will be as overpowered as it was in the first game, at least in single player. And the combat looks very similar, at least for me. And we will get to fight against flying enemies. I wanted to say that this is new, but it's not, because in the first part we were fighting with these chaos vehicles that were flying. Okay, all in all, I'm really excited and I've got tons of questions about plot, about pretty much everything, but especially about the Titus story after the ending of the first game. What happened with the Inquisition, what happened to Leandros. Maybe we will see him again in the second game and his reaction to Titus coming back, their relationship after all of that. I really hope for some kind of a vehicle mission like Valkyrie mission in the first part. They already made Dreadnought playable in a DLC for the first game, so there's a lot of potential for that, and I would really love to play as some kind of war machine. Let's put it like this. I also wonder if we will play in a trio like in the first game and like we've seen in the trailer. Because in the trailer we've seen again Titus, one private space marine, let's say it like this, and one sergeant. Will we get some kind of a second enemy, Chaos Forces, because Tyranids only, unless they have a lot of units, will be a bit boring, at least for me. I would love to see Mira from Cadian Regiment, but honestly, it's been a very long time, and unless she became some very important figure in the Imperium, in this case she would live much longer than ordinary human, but most likely we will get some kind of a new character, and hopefully as good as Mira was in the first game. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about it. Merry Christmas again, stay safe, and see you soon.